This is Optimal Living Daily, episode 1928. Jealousy is a wasted emotion. And why is my phone about to die? Both by Joshua Fields Millburn of the Minimalists.com. And I'm your very own personal narrator, Justin Malik, reading to you from amazing blogs and books sometimes, in the hopes that you'll benefit by listening to something positive every single day. I feel like I've benefited greatly from reading an article to you every single day for 5 years, and it makes it so much better knowing that you're there listening along with me. So thank you for that. And thank you to the authors who let me do this. Today's author is Josh of the Minimalists. Got 2 posts today from him, so let's get right to them as we optimize your life. Jealousy is a wasted emotion by Joshua Fields Millburn of the Minimalists.com. We all get jealous, don't we? Actually, no, not everyone experiences jealousy as an emotion. I don't get jealous. It's true, I don't experience jealousy as an emotion. Yes, I experience sadness, happiness, anger, euphoria, and a plethora of other emotions, but not jealousy. Why? Because unlike many emotions, we can choose to not experience jealousy. After years of observing people getting jealous in myriad ways, I understand that our culture is riddled with jealousy, envy, and greed, all of which are byproducts of our competitive, consumer-driven culture. What's worse is that it's far more pernicious than we think. Competition breeds jealousy, though we often give it prettier labels like competitive spirit or stick-to-itiveness or ambition. But the truth is that jealousy leads to certain cultural imperatives, what we commonly refer to as keeping up with the Joneses. Thus, we envy Mr. and Mrs. Jones for their money and large house and luxury cars and big boat and weekend retreat and fancy vacations and all the trappings of our heavily mediated society. But of course, we don't get jealous solely over material possessions. We also get jealous over our relationships. We think our friends don't spend enough time with us. Our lovers don't care about us as much as they should. Our customers aren't loyal enough. It all revolves around us. He doesn't spend enough time with me. She doesn't care enough about me. We think this way because it's hard to back away from ourselves. It's hard to realize I am not the center of the universe. There is good news though, like our televisions, we can choose to turn it off. We can choose to remove jealousy from our emotional arsenal. And like TV, it's not always easy to turn off. It sure seems interesting sometimes, doesn't it? But turning off jealousy can significantly improve one's emotional health. Because at the end of the day, jealousy is never useful. Many negative emotions can be useful. Pain tells us something is wrong. Fear tells us to look before we leap. But jealousy, no matter how jealous we get, will never help. But how? The easiest way to turn jealousy off is to stop questioning other people's intentions. We often get jealous because we think a person meant one thing by their actions when they meant something totally different. And the truth is that you'll never know someone's real intent, so it's a waste of time to question it. If you're struggling with questioning someone's intent, you can do one of 2 things. Ask them what they meant by their actions or words, or accept that you will never know their true intent no matter how much you question it. The bottom line with jealousy, you can turn it off. Jealousy is ugly. It is never a way to express we care. It's only a channel through which we broadcast our insecurities. Let it go. A better life is waiting on the other side of jealousy. I have another article from Joshua coming right up, but first, 2020 was the year of many things, but we're in a new year now, and if you own a small business, why not have a better year with better payroll? Gusto wasn't just built for small businesses, it was built for the people behind them. Their online payroll is so easy to use. Gusto can automatically calculate paychecks and file all your payroll taxes, which means you have more time to run your business. Plus, Gusto does way more than payroll. Gusto helps with time tracking, health insurance, 401ks, onboarding, commuter benefits, offer letters, access to HR experts. You get the idea. It's super easy to set up and get started. And if you're moving from another provider, they can transfer all your data for you. It's no surprise 94% of customers are likely to recommend Gusto. That includes us here at the OLD team. We've been using Gusto for years. They've been handling many aspects of our business. And here's the best part. Because you're a listener, you get 3 months totally free. All you have to do is go to gusto.com/old. Again, that's gusto.com/OLD. I'm telling you, you're going to love Gusto. Get started today, gusto.com/old. Why is my phone about to die? By Joshua Fields Millburn of the Minimalists.com. I'm seated in a rocking chair at Dayton International Airport, flight delayed, thumbing through tweets, photos, and various bits of miscellanea on the device in my palm while I wait to find out whether my next flight will be canceled. Everyone around me seems to be doing the same thing. We are a sea of people lost in the mesmerizing glow of our screens, alone together. Suddenly, an ominous red bar interrupts my handheld activities, accompanied by a warning, low battery. My first reaction? Frustration, irritation, annoyance. Why the hell is my phone about to die? I can't believe this stupid freaking thing. Of course, I've been pacifying myself for the last hour or two, frantically fiddling with the touchscreen, hopping from icon to icon, searching for the next ephemeral rush of dopamine. My behavior, reactionary and impulsive, and the opposite of mindful. These activities, when done in excess, are as meaningless as channel surfing, resulting in an endless amount of low-level anxiety, a sort of postmodern itch, not unlike that of a heroin addict as he stumbles through withdrawal. But it's not my phone's fault, it's mine. Rarely does the blame belong to the material thing itself. The stuff is not the problem. We are. Realizing this, I set down the phone and breathed in the world around me, but only after sending one final tweet. If your phone is constantly about to die, then maybe it's not the phone that has a problem. You just listened to the post titled, "Jealousy is a Wasted Emotion," and "Why is my phone about to die?" both by Joshua Fields Millburn of the Minimalists.com. Thank you to Josh of the Minimalists. He and Ryan have a new documentary out on Netflix, their second documentary actually, so you can check out both. The new one is called The Minimalists, Less Is Now. It's a short one, less than an hour. Again, it's on Netflix. They also have a podcast called The Minimalist Podcast and books that are really good. I happen to be their audiobook narrator for 3 of their books. So a lot of stuff to check out. Come by theminimalist.com for all of that. But I'll leave it there for today. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in tomorrow's show, where your optimal life awaits.